we are underway in a battle for fourth spot in the group. Austria currently has that spot, won't be there by the end of the night. Somebody here will overtake them. As Latvia flips it in nearly right onto the stick of Abels, streaking towards the goal. On the way, Sukel takes a shot from distance. The rebound is there. Godlevskis sprays a rebound again. Another try.
What a great start to the game. Both fan bases going at it. And a chance early. Godlevskis bad rebound, kicks it right in front to Sukel. And he gets a crack at it. And even the next layer of
Rodriguez trying to dig it free into open ice in the Slovakian zone. Up ahead, Honzik, backhand save made by Godlevskis, still alive.
This backhand pass from Rozan Dietz up to Honzik, that's world-class stuff. That's a 60-footer slap backhand, and Freeburgs gets back enough to bother Honzik, but that is ripped up flat in.
Slovakia trying the near side boards to the blue line, now finally out. And a breakdown the other way. Lost the puck, though, Canasco, as he got to the top of the circle. Anderson's the other way. Beating it in, scores!
Hang on, though, that was really tight at the blue line.
They make it 1-0.
Nachko overskates it, so transition. Does Tom Anderson get this across in time, or does Egla drift offside? That's a nice little cross drop finish. Egla, look at the crowd, just shovels it upstairs for his first. Beautiful play. But I think we are going to see a challenge. Vladimir Orzog is basically on the ice.
Latvia trying to keep this alive. Rakenda now breaks out 3-on-2. Then Toshi. Look through Rakenda. Rakenda's in! Godlevskis holds his ground and makes the stop.
Mamcic overskates the chaser on that Tosi. He doesn't have support from A-balls. He's got to play that like a 3-on-2, not a 3-on-3. And Godlevskis, again, big and square.
Chekovic back to Canasco. Can't get the shot away there. Tries again through traffic. And that might have been one of those lucky saves too, based on the reaction. Another shot for the point, just wide. Open net, they score! Chatterley there on the doorstep.
That was an easy one for Chatterley because all the good work, pressure relief, and the shot that goes wide by Kanachko. And the overrun by the Latvian defenseman to the corner. Mamcic, you're blocking a path that doesn't exist. He's taking up a pass lane to nobody. And Chatterley wants it, bangs a stick on the ice.
Tromax taking the body on Golion. Every puck battle is fierce. Tromax. Lachmelis going to the net with the tip. Just missed. Lachmelis trying to put it back in front. Tromax dumps it. Rodriguez denied on the near post. With 6:18 left to play in the period.
Off a broken play, one-handed tip by Lachmelis goes just wide. Very similar angle to where Egla put it in short side. That was on his backhand. And then Ravinsky thinks he's got some space, but at the last minute,
Kristoff up ahead. Toshi. And a backhand, a good one from Rogenda, caused Godlevskis some problems finally. Able to cover up. There's a Dietz to Lantoshi. And what a jam there by Rogenda. Couldn't beat Godlevskis. Broke his stick in the process, though.
Egla, a little sales job as well. Here's the first chance. That's a good one.
Off the draw, right back at Godlevskis. Eating up some time already for Slovakia. Zila quickly onto the right side. Tried to find Tromax again. Goes to the point, kept in by Yaks. And giving chase now is Lachmelis. Lorenz gets rubbed out there in the corner. Back in front, Lachmelis scores! Beautiful pass from down low. Traumax to Lachmelis, and a 2-1 lead for Latvia.
What patience for Lachmelis on a tough turnover off the stick of Sukel. The captain puts it right on the tape of Traumax. Now, Lachmelis could take this shot and one-time it, or drag it all the way across and tuck it home in the empty net. Great patience, jumping on a really tough turnover. And if you can rein it back in, positionally sound, you can take advantage of the other team that's teetering on the edge.
It's a little wild and woolly out there for now. Right out in front, scores! Bukarts on the doorstep, cutting towards the net. He tucks it home, and it is 3-1 Latvia.
Scrum job, but Bukarts just jumps on it. Nashko falls asleep just a little bit because he thinks the puck's sitting up there above the pile. It kicks loose, and Levi, another all or nothing attempt at a poke check. And if you get the nothing, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
He drops his stick, he spreads out. Bukart's able to go right underneath him, but
Germont losing that puck battle. Chance to jam it in, loose puck in front, and nearly angled in by Germont, accidentally at the foot of the crease. Dug it free, Eglert in front, and Balcers couldn't tuck it in. Back the other way to catch. On goal, big rebound there. Sukel unable to come up with the puck though. Traumax with a blind pass through the high slot as the penalty expires. Lachmelis still wheeling. Lachmelis is in and nearly able to replicate his goal.
Here's Lachmelis. It's tough when you're going full speed. He's carving in. He danced by the first guy. He gets up on the rails a little bit. It's hard to manage.
And that ate up a lot of time there for Latvia. Kristoff dropping. Banked in and no, on the goal line, backed into his own net. Gudlevskis makes the stop.
He is absolutely exhausted. He makes a bad read here, standing still because he's so tired. Gives up a 3-on-2, and that's a good save by Gudlevskis on Lantoshi. And the bank attempt from Chris.
Pommels in the corner for Latvia. Squeezes free from Amsic. Off the boards. Lavinge does a good job to spin away from Eglert. Back to Lavinge. Anderson scores! Quite a passing sequence by Latvia, and can you believe it? It's 4-1.
On the tape, in space, in stride. Starts from behind his own net. Good bank. Support by Lavinge. Spins off the check, and that's the guy who ends up making the play because he got by Konachko at the red line. It's dropped back and in, no looker by Egla. And what about this pass here? Shooting spot, no looker over to Anderson. And just make sure to elevate. He does just enough to get over Levi, but team identity. But pressure, emotion can do strange things. And if Latvia gets passive, Slovakia will have their chances.
This was just their 8th goal in the tournament. Very early goal they scored, Slovakia. So you're right, scoring 3 in a period. Big portion. Apples with the shot. Levi got his mid on it. Apples to Balcers. Balcers dropping. Dogman's the shot, easily handled by the left pad. To just do the hard rim around all the way back down. To catch at center. And off the post for Regenda.
Yeah, one of the first forays down the ice for Slovakia. Takes a little pass down the seam, quick release as he's getting.
Balcers with Apples to his left, finds it back to Balcers. Held up at the last second. Back out in front, Apples denied by Levi. Trading chances here in the third. Balcers has some room. Drop for Apples, the shot, and again a save is made as Levi stands his ground. Part of a 3-man collision just inside the Slovakian line. Tetterley Sikora, the drop pass is there. Golion denied. Regenda rims that around. Gogovic can't come up with it. To the point. Loose puck. Regenda denied by Gudlevskis. Chetterley and Regenda battling below the goal line into the far corner. Chance to clear. Won't happen. Sindic couldn't keep it on side, and now a breakaway and an empty net for Rodrigo Alves. It's in. It's 5-1 Latvia. And this one is put to bed.
Well, the problem is when you're in the offense zone, you get tired too. Sindic looked a little tired of that puck on the blue line. Gogovic pulls it off the wall. Alves in alone. And 5-1. So, our official bureau will call this game in favor of Latvia.
Well, there's going to be some drama for that one. And Slovakia's got Finland. So, that's a tough out. Lasmelis off the post.
Lasmelis looking for his second wide open net.
Kristoff. Gets it back in front. Regenda denied. Couldn't get the rebound in either. Lantoshi.
Of the Latvian faithful. Here's Regenda's latest tip.
And that was the best they were all night. As the seconds tick away and Latvia celebrates victory here in game number 6 of their tournament. 3rd win of their tournament.